Hello, everyone. This is Al RedSoxFan coming to you from Al RedSoxFan YouTube channel. Hope all is well.
Can be. The glucomax chain can be.
Alrighty. That was a quick sound check. Hopefully the sound is A-OK. Tonight we're going to bring you some baseball this Christmas season. This is the Strat-O-Matic All Star Set, 1939 and 1999. Also a bonus, All Century Team, which are these lovely cards. Having a lot of fun offline playing with these. And it's just the All Century Team. You mix and match. It's been a lot of fun. Well, we're going to get a little card and dice back up on the table. Feel like playing. So what we're going to do is we have the 1999 All-Stars with Pedro Martinez taking on the big unit, Randy Johnson. Pedro for the Boston Red Sox, 1999. 23-4, 2.07 ERA, struck out .313. Awesome sauce. We'll fix that in a moment. Randy Johnson we decided to go with from the Arizona Diamondbacks. 17-9, 2.48 ERA. He struck out .364. You know how I love my strikeouts, people. So here's what we're doing, because I hate substituting when I'm streaming, especially when you're playing All-Stars. There will be no substitution, only pitchers, only the bullpen. Over here, we have our relievers, our top reliever for the American League, Mariano Rivera, and, just the bullpen can come in. Position players, DH, no substitutes. Billy Wagner. Oop, dropped someone over there. RJL Network, how you doing? Happy Hanukkah coming up to you, my friend. So again, no substitutions. Only the bullpen. Only pitching substitutions, relievers. All right, that being said, let's get to the starting lineups. Brian Hoxie, hope all is well. Hope the video quality and sound quality is good. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah to one and all. Let's enjoy this wonderful season and life in general. All right, for the National League All-Stars at shortstop from the Cincinnati Reds, Barry Larkin. Batting second in right field from the Colorado Rockies, Larry Walker. Batting third from the Chicago Cubs. Playing center field, Sammy Sosa. The cleanup hitter, the DH, Big Red from the St. Louis Cardinals, Mark McGwire. Batting fifth, third baseman from the Arizona Diamondbacks, Matt Williams. Batting sixth from the Houston Astros, playing first base, Jeff Bagwell. Batting seventh from the New York Mets, doing the catching, Mike Piazza. Batting eighth in left field from the Milwaukee Brewers, Jeremy Burnitz. Batting ninth, playing second base from the Arizona Diamondbacks, Jay Bell. Those are the visiting 9 of the National League All-Stars. The hometown American League All-Stars leading off from the Cleveland Indians, playing left field, Kenny Lofton. Batting second from our beloved Boston Red Sox, shortstop, Nomar Garciaparra. Batting third from the Seattle Mariners, center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. The cleanup hitter from the Cleveland Indians, playing right field, Manny Ramirez. Batting fifth from the Cleveland Indians, Playing first base, Jim Thome. Batting sixth from the Baltimore Orioles, Cal Ripken Jr., and he's playing third base. Batting seventh, the designated hitter from the Texas Rangers, Rafael Palmeiro. Batting eighth from the Texas Rangers, doing the catching, Ivan Pudge Rodriguez. Batting ninth from the Cleveland Indians, playing second base, Roberto Alomar. And on the mound for the American League All-Stars here at Fenway Park, Pedro Martinez. I'd like to say hello again to RJL Network. Please check out and subscribe to his wonderful channel. And also hello to Brian Hoxie. Check out his wonderful stuff on the Play Facebook group page. Alrighty, so here we go. I will be playing Advanced to the best of my ability. I am not perfect. This is not a tutorial. I've been fooling around with the super advanced stealing mechanics. I like it. We're going to try that. Again, I'm not an expert. So here we go to lead off things for the National League All-Stars. Barry Larkin to lead off against Pedro Martinez. It's a righty-righty matchup. The pitch from Pedro Martinez, it's going to be off the Larkin card. We're looking at a 3-10 right-handed pitcher. 3-10 jams him. Pedro jams him. Popped up to his fellow Bostonian. Nomar Garciaparra makes the catch. One down. I forgot to write the teams in here. National League, American League. One out. Good start for Pedro. That brings up the left-hand batting right fielder, Larry Walker. Martinez has the sign for Pudge Rodriguez. It's going to be off the Walker card. We're looking at a 1-6. A 1-6. Holy cow. That's driven to the gap. 1 through 9. It's a home run. It is gone. Larry Walker. Let's double check that 1 through 6. Yep. 5 home run. Larry Walker. Bippity boppity boom. Boom goes the ball. Larry Walker will touch them all as he crushes it to right center field. To the moon, Alice. To the moon. The National Leaguers have a 1-0 lead with the kapow from Larry Walker. 1-0 National League as RJL Network says kaboom. Here comes Sammy Sosa, followed by Big Red Mark McGwire. Pedro has to regroup here. The pitch to the right-handed batting Sammy Sosa. Man, it's off the Sosa card. We're looking at a 3-4. Hard hit ball to third. Ripken is up with it. Fires to Thome. 2 down. Scoring at home, 5-3. So there's 2 outs. Crowd still in amazement. That crush shot from Walker to right center. That brings up Big Red Mark McGwire. The pitch to McGwire. Martinez. It's going to go off the Martinez card. McGuire's a right-handed stick. We're looking at a 4-7. 4-7. Swing and a miss. Side retired. But Pedro makes one mistake that Larry Walker crushes out of Fenway. National League 1, American League coming up. 1-0 National League. Hope everyone's doing well. So here's Randy Johnson. Again, this is a really fun set. And the cards are much better quality than normal. So that's pretty cool. Comes in a nice little box. Gives you the lineups and everything. But it's a fun set. You could play the All-Star game over. You can play like a travel team or whatever you want to call it, traveling all-stars, just mix and match. I do that with the Century team. It's a lot of fun. But play it the way you see fit and for your enjoyment. All right, so the American League trailing 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. Kenny Lofton, Garcia Parra, and Grifty to face the big unit, Randy Johnson. It's a lefty-lefty matchup. Here's the pitch of the speedy Kenny Lofton. Off the Lofton card, we're looking at a 110. 110. That's a ground ball to short. Larkin throws to Bagwell. Lofton is retired 6-3. One out here in the bottom of the first. Fans giving a big standing ovation to Nomar Garcia Parra here at Fenway. We're not playing with ballpark effects. Nomar digs in the right-hander's batter's box. Johnson has the sign from Piazza. The pitch to Garcia Parra. Off the Johnson card, right-handed stick. We're looking at a 5-6. So a 5-6. Chance for a single, 1 or 2. Ew! It's a 3. Diving stop by Matt Williams. Pops up. Throws. Scooped out of the dirt by Bagwell. 2 away. Williams robs Garcia Parra of a base hit. 2 down. Base is empty for Ken Griffey Jr., center fielder from the Seattle Mariners. Lefty-lefty matchup. Tough day for left-handed batters against the big unit. Johnson to Griffey Jr. off the Randy Johnson card. Lefty-lefty matchup. 5-4. 5-4. Ground ball third base. Matt Williams is a 1E11. 1E11. That's a 15. Williams backhands it going towards the line. Pivots, fires a strike to Bagwell. Side is retired. Williams manning the hot corner fabulously. 1, 2, 3 goes the American League. We're through 1 here at Fenway. 1-0 National League. So a good inning for Randy Johnson. Randy Johnson, point of weakness check comes in the 8th. Pedro Martinez, point of weakness check comes in the 7th. So Pedro back up on the bump. He shall face Matt Williams, who was fabulous at the hot corner. Then Bagwell and Piazza. All righty. Let's see what the American Leaguers can do here. I mean, the National Leaguers, as they're at bat. The pitch to Matt Williams, righty-righty matchup. Pedro rocks and deals. Off the Martinez card, we're looking at a 6-9. 6-9, swing and a miss. Second strikeout in a row. For vote for Pedro. That's Pedro Martinez. One out here in the top of the second. Here's Jeff Bagwell playing first base from the Houston Astros. In the real game, he DH'd, but I didn't want him to DH because he's the better first baseman. Martinez has the sign from Rodriguez. The pitch to Jeff Bagwell off the Martinez card. We're looking at a 6-9, and that is another strikeout. Pedro struck out 3 in a row after that mistake to Larry Walker, launched out of the park in right center field, thus giving the National League a 1-0 lead. 2 outs for the New York Met catcher, Mike Piazza. Pedro looking for a 1-2-3 inning. The pitch to Piazza off the Pedro Martinez card. Right-handed batter, 5-9. 5-9. Swing and a miss. Pedro has struck out 4 in a row. We go to the bottom of the second, 1-0 National League. You want to stay on the Pedro card, that's for sure. Here's Randy Johnson. Johnson sent the American League down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the first. Arnold Hunter, how you doing, my friend? Hope all is well. I'm okay. All right, for the American League, Manny Ramirez, Jim Thome, Cal Ripken Jr. Johnson to Ramirez. This is a lefty-righty matchup off of the Manny Ramirez card. Left-handed pitcher, 2-7. 2-7. Swing and a miss. Johnson records his first strikeout coming off the Ramirez card. 1 out. That will bring up the left-hand batting first baseman from the Cleveland Indians, Jim Thome. Thome's got pop. Here's the pitch to Thome. Randy Johnson deals Thome a 5-10 off the Johnson card. 5-10. Swing and a miss. Johnson looking to strike out the side. Cal Ripken Jr. strides to the right-hander's batter's box. A determined look on Cal's face. Johnson has the sign from Piazza. The pitch to Ripken Jr. off the Cal card. Left-handed pitcher, 1-9. 1-9. Hard hit ball to third. Williams up with it. Throws to Bagwell. The side is retired. That's some bad luck for Cal Ripken. One column is excellent. Single on an 8, possible home run on the 10. We roll a 9. It's a 5-3 put out. The side is retired. Nice play by Matt Williams. He's been very good at the hot corner. We're through 2 here at Fenway. We go to the top of the third, 1-0 National League. Arnold Hunter says, we have not had a chat with Al in a long time. Sorry. I misread that. We might have one later tonight for you, Arnold. We might have one later tonight. Or early this morning, Sunday. Why not? Why not? Top of the third, Pedro Martinez has struck out 4 in a row since giving up the 1-out homer to Larry Walker in the top of the first. He will face, let's do that. Burnett's, Bell, in the top of the order, Barry Larkin. If you're just joining us, there are no substitutions except for pitching. Here we go. Left-hand batting, Jeremy Burnitz. Burnitz from the Milwaukee Brewers playing left field tonight. Martinez to Burnitz. Off the Martinez cards, 4 has gone wild. Look at that, 4-for-4. Lefty, a 4 and a 4 fly ball to center field. Coming in is Ken Griffey Jr. He makes the catch. 1 down. So that stops the Pedro strikeout streak. But they'll take the out. 1 out for Jay Bell. Bell, second baseman from the Arizona Cardinals. Martinez looks in. Rodriguez sets the target. The pitch to Jay Bell, righty-righty matchup. Off the Jay Bell card, right-handed pitcher, 2-7. So we have a 2, we have a 7. Possible single, 1 or 2. It is not a single. It is a line shot to Garcia Parra. Great reaction by Nomar, 2 away. So 2 down, top of the order. Barry Larkin popped out to Garcia Parra. He's 0 for 1. Larkin strides into the right-hander's batter's box. Pedro takes a deep breath. He kicks and deals to Barry Larkin. It's off the Larkin card. We're looking at a 310. 310. He jams him again. Popped up to short. Pedro backs up a little bit. Outfield grass makes the catch. 1, 2, 3 go the National League. We go to the bottom of the third. National League still leads 1-0. At Fenway, due up for the American League, bottom third of their order, Palmeiro, Rodriguez, Alomar. Brian Hoxie says, chats with Al are some of the best content on YouTube. Well, I thank you. I don't know how many people will agree, but I thank you, my friend. My chats are different. That's for sure. I speak my mind. Doesn't mean I don't like anybody. I just speak my mind. Take a sip of Gatorade before we get to the bottom of the third. Oh, this mat is the Play baseball mat. I love this mat. Now you can use it for anything as I'm using it, but we will get some History Maker baseball back up on the channel. I just have to refreshen myself on how to play. It's been a little bit. And again, I don't use everything that History Maker baseball, all the nooks and crannies, but I use enough of them. It is a very fun game. I just watched baseball demos this afternoon, and it was a really fun game. I do enjoy History Maker baseball. I enjoy Strat-O-Matic baseball, APA baseball. I got to get back to a little payoff pitch. I got to understand it better, which I do. It's just the base running throws me off. That's another fun game from Joe Bryant. Possible coming soon, the PC version of that, which I will get. All right, so it's Palmeiro, Rodriguez, Alomar to face the big unit, Randy Johnson. Lefty-lefty matchup. Johnson to Rafael Palmeiro. Man, we're rolling off that Johnson card. We're looking at a 4-9. 4-9. Oh, good job by Rafael Palmeiro. He battles him to a walk. First base runner for the American League. He is not going to steal, and they will not hold him on. Again, it's just the way I play. Brian Hoxie says, I feel Strat Basic Baseball such a relaxing game to play. I feel the same. They're all fun. But I feel the same way for APA Basic. And it's really fun. I play a lot of APA Basic offline because it's quick to set up. I just enjoy it. I can visualize it. So runner at first, 1 out for Ivan Pudge Rodriguez. Can he give the American League a 2-1 lead? We shall see. The big unit to Pudge off the Randy Johnson card, right-handed batter. 4-7. 4-7, swing and a miss. Third strikeout that Johnson puts up on the board. Rodriguez was overpowered by the lanky, tall, long-haired lefty, Randy Johnson, the man they call the big unit. That brings up the switch-hitting Roberto Alomar, so he will be batting righty. Palmeiro, slow a foot at first, not being held on. The pitch to Roberto Alomar. Off the Alomar card, left-handed pitcher, 1-5. 1-5, swing and a miss. 2 outs. Palmeiro will be a +2 runner, 1 through 12. As Bagwell continues to play behind him. Top of the order, Kenny Lofton grounded out to Larkin at short. Lefty-lefty matchup. Mike steps in the chat. 1188. Mike says, do you like the PC game better than card and dice? I like them both. I like them both. For baseball, you mean? I like them both. Now, oh, if we do have a chat with Al, I'll tell you about the new football game and the foobar that Strat has with Windows 11. You probably already know it, but that did not make Al happy when Al bought the game and put it on his laptop. But the baseball game and the football game's a fine game. It's fun. But I don't like pink squares around the icons. You can't get rid of them. You think Strat got back to me? No. For such a good game, their customer service is not the best. All right, so 2 outs. Palmeiro at first. Here's the pitch to Kenny Lofton, 0 for 1. It's going to go off the Johnson card, lefty-lefty matchup. So we have a 5-6. Pick up some sticks. 5-6. Swing and a miss. Randy Johnson, after walking Palmeiro, strikes out the side. The big unit now has 5 Ks to Pedro Martinez's 4. We go to the top of the 4th here at Fenway Park. 1-0 National League. If you're just joining us, Pedro made one mistake, and Larry Walker made him pay. It was a fastball up that somehow Walker got on, knocked it out to right center field. Thus, the National League leads 1-0. Top of 4 coming up. Due up for the National League, Walker, Sosa, McGuire to face Pedro Martinez. I really do like these cards, and I would pay more for Strat because, again, if you're just joining us, these are different cards. They're very good. They're better quality. I love it. I just thought this was a really cool set. I bought it a while back. First time I put it on the channel. I've played with it. It's a really cool set, in my opinion. What the hell are we doing here, Al? You got to put all the players there. All the players. Here we go. Yeah, I don't mind card and dice. I like it a lot. It's very relaxing to me. I like the PC if I don't have enough time to set up a game. I like the PC. So here we go. Walker, 1 for 1. As we stated, he homered in the first. Pedro looking for revenge. The pitch to the left-hand batting Walker off the Pedro card. 4-7. 4-7. Swing and a miss. Pedro picks up strikeout number 5. 1 down. I love me the pitchers duels. Hfield 07. How are you doing? He says, bought this the day it came out, but haven't gotten to playing it yet. Awesome to see you breaking this out. Fun set. And you'll see more of this set, hopefully, on the channel. And what I like to do a lot is take the all-century team, and I just take a pitcher and 9 position players for both teams and play it out. Because, I mean, most of these pitchers who are starters, let me just show you one. Like, just say Lefty Grove. His point of weakness doesn't start till the 9th. And then you can't take them out. So when they hit point of weakness, they keep pitching. I had a really fun game a while back where both pitchers hit their point of weakness and went to extra innings, and you're like, who's going to score? And it was just fun. All righty. 1 out for Sammy Sosa. He's 0 for 1. The pitch to Sammy from Pedro Martinez. Now, Pedro's rolling on his card now. That's a righty-righty matchup, 5-4. And a 5-4. Oh, this is a play for Pudge Rodriguez, who is an excellent defensive catcher. He is a 1-E1. So let's see what happens here. That's a 6. He should make the play there. Wild pitch. Who cares? No one's on. And it's a pop out. So after Pedro sends a message to Sammy Sosa, high and tight behind his head to the fellow Dominican, he winks his eye. It was a little ha-ha, and then he jams him, and Sosa pops out. To Pudge Rodriguez, 2 down. Base is empty for Big Red Mark McGwire. McGwire was a strikeout victim in his first at-bat. McGwire to the right-hander's batter's box. Pedro has a sign. He rocks and deals off the Martinez card. Right-handed batter. We're looking at his 410. 410 ground ball to third. Ripken is a 3E27. That's a 19. Ripken snares the hard hit one hopper. Tosses to Tomey at first. The side is retired. 1, 2, 3 goes the National League. We go to the bottom of the fourth here at Fenway. 1-0 National League. So Randy Johnson back to the bump. The tall one. What was Randy? 6'10"? 6'11"? He was very tall. Randy Johnson to face Garcia Parra, Griffey Jr., Manny Ramirez. Johnson has struck out 5. Martinez has struck out 5. What an epic pitching matchup. Hope you're enjoying it. Here's the pitch of Nomar Garcia Parra. He grounded out to Matt Williams, who robbed him of a hit. It's going to be off the Garcia Parra card. Left-handed pitcher, 2-3. What will it be? We shall see. 2-3. Hard hit ball to first. Snared by Bagwell. He'll take it to the bag himself. 1 down. So Garcia Parra's hit the ball hard with nothing to show for it. David Selinsky, how you doing? Hope all is well. Brian Hoxie says, first of all, thank you for checking, Brian. He says, Baseball Reference says Randy Johnson was 6'10", 225. 1 out for Ken Griffey Jr. He also grounded to Matt Williams at third in his first at-bat. Lefty-lefty matchup. Johnson is ready. Piazza sets a target. The pitch to Griffey Jr. off the Johnson card. 6-8, and that's a strikeout. Johnson strikes out Ken Griffey Jr. He's now 0 for 2. Johnson has 6 Ks. Manny Ramirez can tie this with one mighty swing from the Man Ram's bat. Ramirez smiles, steps to the right-hander's batter's box. Johnson unamused. The lanky one deals to Manny Ramirez off the Ramirez card. Left-handed pitcher. 3-4. 3-4. Oh! Johnson was not amused at all. He hits Ramirez. Ramirez barking at Randy Johnson. Tying run at first. Manny Ramirez. Do you want to hold? They will not hold him on. With 2 outs, he will be a +1. When you hold him on, it's a -1, right? Oh, well, not a big deal. They're not holding him on. 2 outs. I believe he becomes a +2. So that's 1 through 14 base running. I think I'm sure about that. Yep, I'm sure. Just check my notes. So Jim Tomey was a strikeout victim. He could put the American League ahead with a bippity-boppity-boom. Johnson to the left-hand batting. Jim Tomey off the Tomey card. 3-4. Fly ball to center field. Going back. That's going to stay into Fenway Park. In the triangle, Sammy Sosa whirling, dirling. He makes the catch. Boy, did he make it interesting. Sosa playing center. The side is retired, as that was a 3-4 fly out to center. Ramirez still barking at Johnson, calling him some not too kind words. And it's not in English. Top of 5, 1-0, National League. All right, so Pedro's got to put up another goose egg. If you're just joining us, the only run, a one-out homer in the top of the first by Larry Walker to right center, off Pedro Martinez. Hope everyone's doing well. I'd like to say hello to Brian Hoxie, David Selinsky, Hfield07, Mike 1188, Arnold Hunter, RJL Network. Just like to say hello and thank you for joining us here at Fenway Park for some baseball, the great American pastime. I shall take a sip of Gatorade. Here we go. Pedro Martinez to face Matt Williams, Jeff Bagwell, and Mike Piazza, all strikeout victims. They're in their first plate appearances. The pitch to Matt Williams, righty-righty matchup. We're looking at a 4-10, and that is going to be a ground ball to short. Garcia Parra is a 2E21. That's a 3. Garcia Parra backhands it, pivots, fires a strike to Tomey. Williams down 6-3. 1 out here in the top of the 5th. 1-0 National League. First baseman from the Houston Astros, Jeff Bagwell, steps to the right-hander's batter's box. Martinez to Bagwell. Off the Martinez card, we're looking at a 5-6 right-handed batter, and that is a strikeout. Martinez gets Bagwell for a second time. 6 strikeouts for Pedro Martinez. 2 outs, base is empty. The catcher from the New York Mets, Mike Piazza, 0 for 1. He, too, was a strikeout victim of Pedro. Pedro to Piazza off the Martinez card, righty-righty matchup, 5-9. Strikeout! Catches Piazza looking on the breaking pitch. I believe that was a circle change. Unbelievable. 1, 4, 6, 7 strikeouts for Pedro Martinez. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 1-0 National League. So Pedro keeping the American League in this game. They're only down 1-0. Here's Randy Johnson. Johnson has struck out 6. Martinez has struck out 7. Randy Johnson to face Ripken Jr., Rafael Palmeiro, and Pudge Rodriguez. I just noticed something. All right, here's the pitch of Cal Ripken, 0 for 1, grounded to third. Ripken, a right-handed batter. It's going to go off the Randy Johnson card, 5-10. So we have a 5, we have a 10. That's a shallow fly ball to center field. Sammy Sosa coming in, makes the grab, 1 out. One out, base is empty for Rafael Palmeiro. Palmeiro did reach base on a walk in his first at-bat. Lefty-lefty matchup. Piazza sets a target, the pitch to Palmeiro. Off the Palmeiro card. Left-handed pitcher, 3-4. A 3 and a 4. Oh, my Lord! Rafael Palmeiro launches it high and deep to center field. You can kiss that one goodbye. Rafael Palmeiro has just tied it with a shot to center here at Fenway Park. It was a majestic bomb. Bippity boppity boom. Boom goes the ball. Rafael Palmeiro touches them all. To the moon, Alice, to the moon. Fenway is rocking and a-rolling as this game is tied at 1. That is the first hit of the game for the American League, and what a hit it was. Bada bing, bada boom. We are tied at 1 here at Fenway. Palmeiro comes out to give the fans a curtain call. And it's 1-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. What a bomb. Again, that was a 4. Let's just show you. That was a clean home run. That was a 3-4 left-handed pitcher. That's a bippity boppity boom right there, folks. Cutter Historical, how you doing? Hope all is well, as he just stopped in after watching John Cena's final match. How was that? Check out his wonderful channel and subscribe. That's Cutter Historical. Our good friend Jeff. 1 out. Game tied at 1. Randy Johnson has to regroup now. Dangerous Pudge Rodriguez comes to plate 0 for 1 with a strikeout. The pitch to Pudge. Right-handed batter. It's going to go off the Rodriguez card, left-handed pitcher. We're looking at a 3-4. 3-4, hard hit ball right back to Randy Johnson. He snares it on a hop, throws to Bagwell, 2 down. Scoring at home, 1-3. Two outs, base is empty. Number 9 batter, the second baseman from the Cleveland Indians. Switch hitting Roberto Alomar. Johnson to Alomar, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. It is a 4-4. He would be batting right-handed. 4-4. This is a play. This is a play for the catcher, Piazza. Piazza's a 4-E2. That's a 3. And that is a pop-up. Foul territory. Piazza throws his mask askew, and he makes the catch. The side is retired. But not before. Palmeiro mashes one to center to tie the game at 1. We go to the top of the 6th. We're knotted at 1 here at Fenway. Due up for the National League. Burnett's Bell, then the top of the order, Barry Larkin to face Pedro Martinez in a 1-1 game. Pedro has struck out 7. Randy Johnson has struck out 6. Both have given up solo homers with 1 out. Pedro's solo homer came in the first off the bat of Larry Walker. And as we just witnessed, with 1 out, here in the bottom of the 5th that just ended, Palmeiro jacked it out of Fenway. 1-1, top of 6. If you're just joining us, there is no substitution except for relief pitchers. Lets the game flow. And these are all-star teams, and you can always, then you play the next game, you don't play any of these players, you play the others. That's the way I do it. All right, Jeremy Burnett's 0 for 1. He flew out to center. Pedro to the left-handing Burnett's from Milwaukee. Off the Burnett's card, and we're looking at a 2-10 right-handed pitcher. 2-10. Jeremy Burnett's 1 through 8. The National League takes the lead. It's a double off the monster. So Jeremy Burnett's just misses a homer, bangs it off the monster in left center. Leadoff double for Jeremy Burnett's. National League looking to come right back. Now, Jay Bell is a B bunter. Do you bunt him over? Now, okay. How many homers did Jay Bell have? 38. He would not be bunting. He's not going to bunt in this situation. And if someone does bunt, I will roll a dice, odd, even. Even, they're playing the bunt. Odd, they're not. But with all those homers, he's not bunting. 1-1 game. Go ahead, run at second. Burnett's a 1 through 12 runner. No one's ever really held on at second. That is a farce. You know, they run over, kick some dirt or whatever. You're not really held on at second. I don't care what anyone says. It's not really being held on. They cheat over a bit, but that's it, in my opinion. All right. Here's a pitch of Jay Bell. Martinez in this righty matchup looking for a strikeout. It's going to go off the Bell card, and we're looking at a 2-5. 2-5, and he gets the strikeout. A huge strikeout for Pedro Martinez. That's strikeout number 8 coming off the Bell card. Right-handed pitcher. We're looking at a 2-5. That's a K. 1 out. Burnett still at second. Top of the order, Barry Larkin. He's been jammed twice, popping out to Nomar Garcia-Parra at short twice. Larkin trying to give the National League a lead here. Martinez to Barry Larkin. 1-6. 1-6. Single to right field. Burnett's 1 through 12. Ramirez -2. They're going to put the brakes on Burnett's. So it's going to be runners on the corners with 1 out. Barry Larkin now 1 for 3. World's Worst Gamer, how you doing? Good to see our good friend. And here comes Larry Walker, first and third. They're going to play for 2 because there's a few A's on here on Walker's card. We're not going to play the infield in. Walker has homered and struck out. 1-1 game. Burnett's at third. Larkin at first. American League playing for 2. Pedro looking to strike out Walker for a second time. The pitch to Larry Walker. Off the Walker card. He's going to do it. 1-3 single to right. Trotting in from third is Burnett's. The National League retakes the lead. Single to right. Larkin is a 1 through 16 base runner. He's going to run on Ramirez, who's a -2. So that's going to be 1 through 14. He's safe. He's out! He is out! Manny Ramirez guns it to Cal Ripken Jr., who applies the tag for the second out of the inning. Larkin is tagged out. What a throw by Manny Ramirez. Walker picks up his second ribby, giving the National League a 2-1 lead. So Larkin is out 9-5. Wow, what a throw by Ramirez. He rolled a 20. So Larry Walker at first. Burnett's easily scored on the single. And here comes Sammy Sosa. So the American League tied it on the Palmeiro blast, which was the first hit of the game for them. The National League comes right back to put a run on the board, and it's Larry Walker again. He's knocked in both runs for the National League. Sammy Sosa 0 for 2. The pitch to Sammy from Pedro Martinez. Righty-righty matchup, 4-4. 4-4. Shallow fly ball to left. Coming in is Kenny Lofton. He makes the catch. Side is retired, but not before Larry Walker strikes again, knocking in his second run. And the second run for the National League. We go to the bottom of the sixth, 2-1 National League All-Stars. Randy Johnson back to the perch with a 1-run lead once again. As the late, great Yogi Berra would say, deja vu all over again. Oh, World's Worst Gamer. These cards, I didn't print them. These come this way from, this is the All-Star set from Strat-O-Matic. These are nicer cards than normal from Strat-O-Matic. Again, I'll do this one more time. So listen. Better quality card. I love it. So here's Randy Johnson. 2-1 lead for the National League and Johnson. Johnson will face the top of this American League order, Lofton, Garcia, Parra, and Griffey, who combined are 0 for 6 with 2 strikeouts. Oh, World's Worst Gamer says, I know you did not buy them do them that way, but I just love them and want to do something on my own. Oh, that's cool. How do they show up? Can you see them? That's what I was worried about with the coloring. Seems like it's okay. I don't know. All right, bottom of the sixth, 2-1 National League. Excuse me. All right, little sip of Gatorade there. Lofton 0 for 2, a ground out and a strikeout. Johnson to Kenny Lofton, lefty-lefty matchup, which is always difficult against Randy Johnson. And we're looking at a 6-9 off the Johnson card. 6-9, ground ball to short. Larkin is a 2E14. Yep, ground ball to short. That's a 14. Larkin charges. Quick release, and they just get the speedy Kenny Lofton. Great stretch by Jeff Bagwell. Lofton retired 6-3 once again. Now 0 for 3. Yeah, that was the World's Worst Gamer says, I've seen those sets before with special cards. I think they were $250 or something. I don't know if they're $250, but they did do a black set. Like the cards were black. One out for Nomar Garcia Parra. He's grounded out twice. The pitch to Nomar from Randy Johnson. Off the Garcia Parra card, left-handed pitcher. We're looking at a 3-7. 3-7, 50% chance of a single, and he doesn't get it. Another hard hit ball by Garcia Parra. Matt Williams goes high in the air to snare it. He has hit the ball hard to third 3 times. I'm sorry, hard to third twice. The other one was a hard hit ball to first. So that's a line out. Great play by Matt Williams, 2 down. Garcia Parra just shaking his head. Two outs for Ken Griffey Jr. He is grounded out and struck out. 2-1 National League. Larry Walker has driven in both runs for the National League. Palmeiro has driven in the sole run for the American League with a home run. Lefty-lefty matchup. Johnson looks in, nods his head. Piazza sets the target. The pitch to Ken Griffey Jr. Off the Griffey Jr. card. Lefty-lefty matchup. We're looking at a 3-7. 3-7. A slight chance for a double. 1, 2, 3. And that ball is hit to the right center field gap. Sammy Sosa on the move, makes the diving catch. The side is retired. Nice play, great play by Sammy Sosa. We go to the top of the 7th, 2-1 National League. Due up for the National Leaguers, McGuire, Williams, Bagwell to face Pedro Martinez. Larry Walker has knocked in both runs for the senior squad. There's Pedro Martinez, and this is the point of weakness check in the 7th. Again, if you're just joining us, the only substitutions are relief pitchers. All right. McGuire is 0 for 2, a strikeout and a groundout. The pitch to Big Red from Pedro Martinez, righty-righty matchup. We're looking at a 3-8. Oh, boy. 3-8. Possible single, 1 through 11. It is a single for Big Red. Past the dive into left field by Cal Ripken. So that's a single for McGuire. He is definitely slow of foot, and they will not be holding him on. Excellent double play candidate at first. Brock Riblet, how you doing? Hope all is well. He says, Pedro and the big unit, 2 of the best ever. I was 12 in 1999. The nostalgia is killing me, LOL. Love nostalgia. Hell, that's why I watch Stranger Things. Here's Matt Williams. Williams has struck out, ground out. He's 0 for 2. Pedro to Matt Williams, righty-righty matchup off the Williams card. Oh, boy. 2-8. 2-8. This is chance for a homer. 1 through 18. It is gone. Matt Williams sends it high over the Green Monster, heading west on the Mass Turnpike. A 2-run bomb. Let's double check that. We're looking at a 2-8. Oh, yeah, and that's a 16. Bippity boppity, boom goes the ball. Pedro is unhappy. Matt Williams touches them all. To the moon, Alice, to the moon. It is now 4-1 National Leaguers, and that is it for Mr. Pedro Martinez, who did strike out 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but gives up 2 homers and 4 earned runs. We will go to the bullpen. So the night ends for Pedro in the 7th. Martinez unable to retire a batter, and it's 4-0. So Walker's knocked in 2, and now Matt Williams is, I'm 4-1, excuse me. And Matt Williams is knocked in 2. Coming in from the bullpen, as World's Worst Gamer says, to the moon. Coming in from the bullpen, Pedro goes out. Let's just put Pedro over here. His day's done. He's on the hook for the loss. Again, if you're just joining us, the only substitution for either team are relief pitchers. Well, we're going to go with Mariano Rivera, because we can. So Pedro goes 6. Gives up 4 runs. They were all earned. He struck out 7 and gave up 2 homers. And he did not walk any. Oh, Jesus. That's not what we wanted to do. We want a 0. Hits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now here comes Mariano Rivera. And he's good for 1 inning before his point of weakness check starts. Probably will go 2 innings with him if he's good. And Mariano Rivera is a 0 hold, 1E0. But we're not going to write that down there because it's going to get cumbersome. We can always see that. All right, so here we go. Rivera in relief of Pedro Martinez. 4-1 National League. No outs. Base is empty. Bagwell struck out twice against Martinez. He's glad to see Pedro go. Rivera, right-handed pitcher to the right-hand batting Jeff Bagwell. Off the Bagwell card, we're looking at a 3-7. 3-7 fly ball to center field. Going back now, coming in is Griffey. He makes the catch, 1 down. Bagwell is 0 for 3. Gerald, how you doing? He says, hi, Al. Happy holidays all. A Merry Christmas to you, Gerald. Happy holidays and Happy New Year to one and all. That brings up Mike Piazza. He, too, is glad Pedro is gone. He struck out twice against Martinez. The pitch to Piazza from Mariano Rivera off the Rivera card. And we're looking at a 5, righty-righty matchup, 5-9. 5-9 strikeout. So Piazza gets the hat trick you don't want. Just doing this to show that's when Rivera came in. 2 down. Piazza's now struck out 3 times. Jeremy Burnitz flown to center, double and scored on the single by Walker. Rivera has the sign from Rodriguez. The pitch to Jeremy Burnitz, left-hand batter. Off the Burnitz card, right-handed pitcher. We're looking at a 2-6. 2-6. That ball is gone! Jeremy Burnitz sends that deep to right. Another homer for the National League squad. Right-handed pitcher, 2-6. And you know what's coming, folks. That's a bippity-boppity boom goes the ball. Larry Burnitz touches them all. Second hit of the game for the Milwaukee Brewer. It is now 5-1 National League. To the moon, Alice, to the moon. A third home run hit by the National Leaguers. 5-1, the senior squad. Whoa. 2 outs, number 9 hitter, Jay Bell, 0 for 2. Rivera to Bell. Off the Mariano Rivera card. Did I just call him Ramirez? Rivera. 4's gone wild. 4-8. Right-handed batter. 4-8. That's a walk. So Rivera, a bit discombobulated. He's in trouble here. After getting the first 2 outs coming in the game, relieving Pedro. Top of the order, Barry Larkin. He's 1 for 3. Larkin was thrown out at third by Manny Ramirez. So we have a runner at first, 2 outs. Larkin at the plate, righty-righty matchup. Rodriguez goes out to have a quick word with Rivera. Now back behind the plate. The pitch to Barry Larkin off the Mariano Rivera card. You get your kicks on Route 66. That's a 6-6. Hard hit ball to short. Up with it is Garcia Pari. Throws to Tomey. And a horrific top of the 7th is over for the American League. They give up 3 runs. And as we go to the bottom of the 7th, they trail 5-1. ID Gesture. How you doing? It's 5-1 National League IDJ. Check out and subscribe to that wonderful channel, ID Gesture Sports fantasy games, military games, all on the tabletop. Most of the stuff on the tabletop. Then he has his chats, which are wonderful. So I think Rivera is going to be done with that. I think Rivera's done. So we're going to go 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 run. It was earned. He had a walk, a strikeout, and a home run. So Rivera's done. He relieves Pedro Martinez. He also gives up a run. Pedro gave up 2 in the 7th. And who will he come with? Jeff Zimmerman. So Rivera is obviously from the Yankees. Zimmerman, let's see if I can remember. I can't, so I got to cheat. Zimmerman. Oh, Texas. Yeah, that's right. Him and Wetland. Yep. So he'll be the next pitcher for the American League in the top of the 8th. If you're just joining us, the only substitutions in this game are the relief pitchers. So Larkin made the last out. Okay, so Randy Johnson now with a 4-run lead. Point of weakness check starts in the 8th. The American League has only gotten 1 hit off of him, a home run by Palmeiro, which tied the game in the 5th, but the National League quickly took the lead back in the 6th on a base hit by Walker. He's knocked into. Then Matt Williams in the top of the 7th hit a 2-run homer, and that was it for Pedro. Mariano Rivera came in, gave up a homer to Burnetz, and that's how we stand 5-1 in the bottom of the 7th National League. For the American League, it is Manny Ramirez, Jim Thome, both of the Cleveland Indians, and Cal Ripken Jr. of the Baltimore Orioles. ID Jester says, those red cards are crazy to look at. Yes, this is a special set that Strat put out. You have the American League, National League All-Star teams from 1939 and 1999, along with the All-Century team from 1999. And these are white, but the paper quality for all these cards is excellent. And you didn't have to, they came cut already. I love these types of sets. Again, I would be willing to pay more for cards like this. They're just nicer. All right, so let's see what Ramirez can do. He was hit by a pitch from Randy Johnson. Was none too happy with that. Johnson glares at Manny Ramirez. Ramirez glares at Johnson. What will happen here? 0 for 1 with a strikeout and hit by pitch. Johnson to the right-hand batting power, hitting Manny Ramirez from the Indians off the Randy Johnson card. Right-handed batter. We're looking at a 5-8. That's a hard hit ball to second. Bell is a 3E25. That is an 8. We go to an error check. He is an E25. That is not bueno. 10. That could be good, though. E25. 8 through 11. He makes the play. Diving stop by Bell. He pops up. Throws to first. Ramirez is 0 for 2. Great play by Bell. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever go back for its root for the home team. If they lose, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Will that change the American League's luck? We shall see. You welcome IDJ for the info. The pitch, lefty-lefty matchup, Johnson to Jim Thome. Thome is 0 for 2, strikeout, flyout. Off the Jim Thome card, it is a 2-10. That's gone! Jim Thome launches it high, deep, far, and bye-bye. You can kiss it bye-bye. Jim Thome sends it out to right. It's now a 5-2 ball game. The American League picks up their second hit. And Jiminy Crickets, it's a home run once again. Bippity boppity boom. Boom goes the ball. Jim Thome touches them all. As he steps on home plate, he glares at Randy Johnson and says, "There you go, big fella." So it's 5-2. How do you do? That brings some life into Fenway Park. Thome comes out and tips his cap to the fans here at Fenway. What a shot by Jim Thome, who's now 1 for 3, 5-2. American League only has 2 hits. Homers off the bat of Palmeiro and Jim Thome. Ah, shit, you're right. Ah, you ruined it. 2-10, lefty-lefty. Home run 1 through 15. God damn it. It's gone anyway. All right. Thank you, IDJ. I got all excited. I saw the home run. Okay, so 2-10. Right? 1 through 15. 6. Still gone. Woo! Woo! Woo, woo, woo! I do that sometimes. I get very excited. I see a home run. I want to call my home run call. Cutter Historical says, "You got so lucky." I did. Thank you, IDJ. That happens to me. I get excited. All right, 5-2. I'm glad we didn't have to ruin that home run call. It would have been something like it's a replay and he's out. All right, here comes Cal Ripken Jr. I've been very good up until that point. All right, here's Ripken. 1 out, 5-2 National League. It is a 5-10 right-handed batter. 5-10. That's a shallow fly ball to center. Sosa coming in. He makes the catch. 2 down. Cal Ripken Jr. is 0 for 3. So we had that fun home run call that we almost did not have a home run call, but the dice god said, yes, it's still a home run call. We love it. All right, here's Rafael Palmeiro. He's walked and homered. The pitch to Ralphie. That is a 2-8 left-handed pitcher. 2-8 line shot. A step and a dive. What a play by Matt Williams. The side is retired. Palmeiro's finally retired. Robbed of a hit by the glove of Matt Williams. Cat-like agility by Matt Williams at the hot corner. The American League does get one. Homer off the bat of Jim Thome. It's now 5-2. We go to the top of the 8th. So that was a 2-8. Line out to third. Coming in relief of Mariano Rivera is Jeff Zimmerman of the Texas Rangers. He'll have to put up a goose egg. Point of weakness check starts for Randy Johnson in the bottom of the 8th. Zimmerman's good for 2 innings. All right. Here's Sammy Sosa. That's not right. Walker leads off. The card must have stuck. It did. There we go. So it's Walker, Sosa, McGuire to face the right-handed hurling reliever from the Rangers, Jeff Zimmerman. The pitch to Larry Walker. Walker's having quite a good night. He's homered, struck out, and singled. He's knocked in 2. The pitch to Larry Walker, left-handed stick. Off the Zimmerman card, left-handed batter. We're looking at a 5-7. 5-7. Fly ball to center field. Griffey goes back, makes the catch. 1 out. Walker's now 2 for 4. Thank you, IDJ. I appreciate the support in the chat. Now that brings up Sammy Sosa. Sosa is 0 for 3. Zimmerman has a sign from Rodriguez. The pitch to Sammy Sosa. This is a righty-righty matchup. Off the Sosa card, right-handed pitcher, 2-6. 2-6 is a walk. First time Sammy Sosa reaches base safely. Walk. 1 out, 1 on. Sosa is not going to be held on. He's a D-stealer. And again, if we do stealing, we're using the new super advanced rule. I've tried it out offline. I like it. I just have to remember it better. Mark McGuire is 1 for 3. Excellent double play candidate here. Zimmerman to Big Red. 1 out, 1 on. Off the McGuire card, right-handed pitcher. We're looking at a 1-8. 1-8, and that's a walk. So back-to-back walks after the flyout. Sosa moves to second. First and second. 1 out for Matt Williams. Williams 1 for 3. His last at-bat, a 2-run homer off Pedro Martinez, and that ended the night for Pedro. Let's see if Zimmerman can get Matt Williams to bang into a double play. The pitch to Matt Williams, righty-righty matchup. Zimmerman deals Matt Williams a 6-5. 6-5, and that is a strikeout. 2 down. Runners will be off on contact. They'll be +2. As World's Worst Gamer says, walk like an Egyptian. Here's a little trivia. What group sang that song and what NFL football team appeared? Some of their players appeared in the video for that song. Here we go. Here we go. 2 outs, 2 on for Jeff Bagwell. Bagwell 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a flyout. ID Jester says the Bengals. You are correct. So does Cutter Historical. Now, what football team had players appear in that song? The pitcher, Jeff Bagwell from Jeff Zimmerman, righty-righty matchup, and we're looking at a 6-6. You get your kicks on Route 66. 6-6. Jam job, popped up, foul territory, third base side. Ripken waits for it to come down. He makes the catch. Jeff Bagwell is 0 for 4. Zimmerman and the American League desperately needed that goose egg here in the top of the 8th. We're done. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 5-2, National League. Well, no, it's not the Cincinnati Bengals, I'll tell you that. On the bottom of the 8th for the American League to face Randy Johnson, who's been fabulous. Rodriguez, Alomar, top of the order, Lofton. Point of weakness check. Yes, the Jets. You are correct, IDJ. 2 for 2 for IDJ. He did say Bengals. I'm giving it to him. And he did say the Jets. No, it was the Jets. I do remember Mark Gastineau in that video. and he was in his Jets jersey. All right, here we go. Randy Johnson to Pudge Rodriguez, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Off the Rodriguez card, left-handed pitcher. 3-9. 3-9, and that's a strikeout. Randy Johnson with another K. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Strikeouts for Randy Johnson. Point of weakness check. He doesn't need any relievers at the moment. Roberto Alomar, switch hitter batting righty, is 0 for 2, a strikeout and a pop-out. Johnson is ready. The lanky one deals to Alomar off the Randy Johnson card. Right-handed batter, 4-7. 4-7 strikes him out. Johnson looking to strike out the side. Top of the order. Here comes Kenny Lofton. Lofton 0 for 3. He's grounded out twice to short and struck out. Lefty-lefty matchup. Johnson peers into Piazza. He's ready to work. Firing it into Kenny Lofton. Off the Johnson card. Left-handed batter, 6-5. 6-5. Swing and a miss. Randy Johnson strikes out the side in the bottom of the 8th. We go to the top of the 9th. 5-2. National League. Randy Johnson looking fresh. Wow. So Randy struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 strikeouts for Randy Johnson. Do we want to stick with Zimmerman? Yeah, we'll stick with Zimmerman just because I don't want to put another pitcher in. Point of weakness check for Zimmerman. Zimmerman to face Piazza, Burnitz, and Bell, bottom third of this National League order. 5-2 National Leaguers. Will Randy Johnson try to get a complete game? He's only given up 2 hits, and they've both been homers. Randy Johnson. All right, here's Mike Piazza. He is 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Zimmerman to Piazza. Does he get off the schneid? Righty-righty matchup. We're looking at a 3-6. 3-6, fly ball to right field. Going back to the track, making the catch is Manny Ramirez. Piazza is retired on the 3-6. 1 down. Here's Jeremy Burnitz, 2 for 3. He's flown out to center, doubled and scored on the Walker single, and then homered himself for a ribby and a scored run. Zimmerman to the left-hand batting Jeremy Burnitz of the Milwaukee Brewers off the Zimmerman card, and we're looking at a 5-7 left-handed batter. 5-7 fly ball to center field. Griffey waits, makes the catch, 2 away. Jay Bell, 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. Zimmerman nods his head. Rodriguez sets the target. The pitch to the right-hand batting Jay Bell from the Arizona Diamondbacks. Off the Bell card. Will it be a Bell curve? We'll find out. 2-5, right-handed pitcher. 2-5, swing and a miss. Zimmerman has struck out 2. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Is Randy Johnson coming back out? It's 5-2 National League. Well, I think we got to give Randy a chance to complete this game, folks. I think we got to give Randy a chance to complete this game. Struck out 9. He's only given up 2 hits. Those hits have been homers, though. First one off the bat of Palmeiro broke up the no-hitter. And then Tomey in the bottom of the 7th. So 5-2. Martinez on the hook for the loss. For the American League, last call for alcohol will be Garcia Parra, Griffey, and Ramirez. If they can get more runs and tie the game at 2, they won't be through. If they get enough runs, they can win it. But it's Randy Johnson on the mound. Warming for the National League is Billy Wagner. Wagner with 39 saves in 1999, a 1.57 ERA. 5-2. Garcia-Parra is 0 for 3. Johnson to Garcia-Parra. Fenway hoping that he can get on. Nomar, 3-7, left-handed pitcher. 3-7. 3-7, 50% chance of a single, 1 through 10. And it is a line out. Matt Williams robs him again, this time to his right, a step and a dive, snaring the line drive for an out. Unbelievable. We have a 3-7, 3-7, 1 through 10. It's a 13-1 down. Matt Williams. Nomar just cannot believe it. Johnson, 2 outs away from a complete game victory. Here's Ken Griffey Jr. He is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Johnson to Griffey Jr. Lefty-lefty matchup. Off the Johnson card. Left-handed batter. 6-5. 6-5. Swing and a miss. I believe that's number 10 for Randy Johnson. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 strikeouts for Randy Johnson. It comes down to Manny Ramirez. Ramirez is struck out, been hit by a pitch, and grounded out. No love lost between these two. Ramirez steps to the right-hander's batter's box. Thome on deck. He homered in his last plate appearance. Johnson is ready. The pitch to Manny Ramirez. Off the Ramirez card. Left-handed pitcher. 2-4. 2-4. Boom! See ya later, alligator. Manny Ramirez watches that majestic shot go high over the green monster. It is a crush shot. Manny Ramirez just watches it go out, glares at Randy Johnson. The big unit blows him a kiss, gives him the middle finger, and starts his jog to first. Holy cow, it's 5-3. The American League is not done yet. What a moonshot by Manny Ramirez. And as he steps on home plate, Johnson barking at him all the way around the bases. Manny blows him another kiss and gives him the double bird. Holy cow, that's revenge for being hit by a pitch. Randy Johnson has only given up 3 hits. They've all been homers. Palmeiro, Thome, and now Manny Ramirez, his teammate from the Indians. It's 5-3, but there are 2 outs. Jim Thome comes to the plate. Ripken on deck, and they're coming to get Randy Johnson. That's it for Randy Johnson. He goes 8 2/3. Gives up 3 home runs. Those are the only 3 hits. 3 runs, all earned, and he struck out 10. Walked 1. And hit Ramirez with a pitch. So Billy Wagner, the call to the bullpen, it's going to be Billy Wagner to face Jim Thome. What a shot by Manny Ramirez. And here comes Billy Wagner to try to get the final out. Trevor Hoffman loosening in the National League bullpen. He cost me money many years ago. Trevor did. Not my favorite reliever. Could have won a lot of money, Trevor. Of course, the kiss of death. He won't blow this game, I believe they said, or some crap like that. And I kissed my money goodbye. I was like, yes, I'm going to win this. It's going to be a nice chunk of change. And no. All right, so that's going to be Billy Wagner trying to come in to get the final out. And he's good for 2 innings. So the second inning, point of weakness check. Billy Wagner. I think it was Houston, right? Yes, Houston Astros. Okay, so it comes down to Jim Thome. He homered his last at-bat against Randy Johnson. Again, Johnson only gave up 3 hits, and they're all homers. Johnson, none too happy in the National League dugout. He's still screaming at Manny Ramirez. Ramirez blowing him kisses. All right, so Billy Wagner, the lefty, facing the lefty Jim Thome. Here we go. Can Thome extend this game? 5-3 National League. Wagner looking for the 1-out save. It's going to go off the Billy Wagner card. 6-10. Lefty-lefty matchup. 6-10. Ground ball to short. Larkin is a 2E14. Can he make the play? 18. Larkin's up with it. Throws to Bagwell. This ball game is over. The American League comes up with another run from a homer, but it is not enough. The National League wins 5-3. Wagner gets the 1-out save. The win goes to Randy Johnson, who struck out 10. He only gave up 3 hits, and they were all homers. Palmeiro, then Thome, then Ramirez. No errors. Zimmerman went 2 innings. Walked 2, struck out 2, no hits, no runs. And there were no errors by the American League. National League. Oh, shoot. I put that in the wrong spot. National League had 7 hits. So your winning pitcher is Johnson. Your losing pitcher is Pedro Martinez. And the save goes to Billy Wagner. 1-out save. And that's the ball game. Hope everyone enjoyed it. They will protest this game. Oh, did I read the wrong column again? Oh, it was such a good home run call. Doesn't matter. It's a homer. Let's double check that. Oh. Let's see. No, it's a homer, isn't it? It's a homer either way, I think. Well, it's a homer. They won anyway. All right, then. I might have looked at the wrong column, but I think it's still a homer. Anyway, it was fun. It happens to me. As ID Gesture says, they will protest the game. They won anyway. But I think I looked at the right column. I don't know. I probably didn't. So I'd like to thank World's Worst Gamer, ID Gesture. Please check out and subscribe to that channel. It was a 2-4. 2-4. Oh, yeah. What'd I do? 1-4? Yeah. Yeah. I looked at the 1-4. Yeah. So it could have been foul, but we called it a homer. Adds to the excitement. Yeah, I did. Yeah, at the 2 column, it would have been a deep fly out around. It would have been deep flat to right. I looked at 1-4. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It happens. Thank you, IDJ. So there's the ball game. We got a fun home run call there, though. Come on. Johnson would have ended the game in the 9th. You're right. But it was more exciting this way. So I do have a bad habit sometimes. I get excited. I see a home run, and I call it. So, but that's the way it goes. That is life. It's not perfect. We try to have fun. All right. So I'd like to thank ID Gesture, World's Worst Gamer, Cutter Historical. Please check out and subscribe to both those wonderful channels, Cutter Historical and ID Gesture. Gerald, thank you. As I have to look at the chat through my phone. Brock Riblet, thank you. Brian Hoxie, thank you. David Zielinski, thank you. Mike 1188, thank you. Arnold Hunter, thank you. RJL Network, check out and subscribe to his wonderful channel. So thank you one and all. It was a lot of fun. A couple of missed columns on my part, but the right team won anyway, and it was a fun home run call with a lot of animosity between Randy Johnson and Manny Ramirez. So until next time, God bless. Stay safe. Be smart. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Peace.